Hello. Hi, the best of 50.
Hi, beautiful people. It's your girl, Marilyn. And what's going on, 50 and Fearless Tribe? Thank you so much for tuning in. We're doing a phenomenal job today because we are going to be creating our list of 50 things we want to change in our life during our best of 50 era. Okay? We're going to make a list. And that list is going to be the 50 things that we want to change in our 50 girl era. Come on, ladies. Have you ever looked in the mirror or journaled or even had a conversation with a friend or someone that you did not know, and you ended up expressing yourself in a way that you would never express yourself to anyone else that you really knew very, very well? Well, that's what we're going to do in this group. We're going to help each other grow and be in a position where you can level out your 50s with greatness and be able to achieve the goals that you want to achieve moving forward within your life. Have you noticed that the death rate is increasing? And it is like the craziest of things that happen to individuals. And I know, please don't quote me. I'm not trying to be biblical, and I'm not trying to hit you over the head with a Bible. And I do know that days are numbered, and we never know the hour, the second, the minute, or the moment. So that I understand. That's God's will. But I do have this little bitty inkling in my heart that tells me that we don't want to miss our well when it runs dry. Because I have seen many people, women and men, that go through tragedy in their life, but they are celebrated in the worst way. And why is that? Why is that? Is that the way you want to be celebrated? When you leave or ascend to the heavens? You want to be associated with a liquor bottle on a picture, that you hanging out all the time at the parties? Yeah, that may be your personality and you may love to have fun, but don't you want to be remembered for something so much greater? So much greater than an alcohol bottle or a joint in your mouth? I do. I want to accomplish all my goals. I want to be a benefit to many, a service. I don't want people to just talk about, oh, she used to brighten my day and make me laugh. I want them to say, she was a joy to be around. She's going to be missed because I remember the moments when I needed, and she was there to help. I see what she do for the community. I see what she does for the movement. That's what I want to be recognized for. I don't want to be recognized as an individual that has walked this earth, that no longer can walk this earth, but everything that that person has positioned themselves to be is mediocre. I don't want to be mediocre. Do you want to be mediocre? I can't fathom myself just being mediocre. I wasn't placed here on this earth with certain assignments recognized by the heavens, by God, to be mediocre. That's not why I'm here. That's not why I'm speaking. That's not why I'm trying to touch women of a certain age. I remember my grandmother, my great-grandmother, how they used to do things accordingly. They may not have been perfect back in their day, and they may not have been exposed to all of the things that we are exposed to in our society and community today. There was no internet. There was no social media. They did everything righteous in what they were taught to do and how they were taught to do it. And for some of us, if you look back and you think about how you were raised and the things that you went through, whether it be bad or whether it be good, whether it be great or whether it be okay. If you are doing good right now in the presence, in the now, and you can look back and you can quote some of the things that your parents and your ancestors used to say that molded you, they did a good job. So that's where we need to get back to. We need to get back to Big Mama days with our grandchildren. We need to get back to a great rotation where we sit down together and we break bread together. We need to respect one another a lot more. So I'm not going to continuously stay on this soapbox, but I do want to talk to my women that are 50 and fearless. We are 50 and fearless, and we are a part of a community and a tribe. And this tribe is 50 and fearless, okay? And one of the things that I had a great opportunity to speak to you about was just being in position to do things a lot different than you have been doing before you turn 50. Because we're not promised the next 50 years. Now, do we want the next 50 years? I want to be here, okay? I want to be here. I want to be mentally aware of my next years coming up. I want them to be put in a place where I have not only planned them, but I have envisioned them, and I have accepted and did the work to get the results. And that's what I'm thinking that we should do. We should partner up together. So I am challenging you. And the challenge that I am challenging you on is to start creating your list. And that list that I was talking about, I want us to tackle fear, because fear is one of those things that stop us from moving from one dimension to the next dimension of our lives. It's fear. We're fear about the outcome. We're fearful about not having. We're fearful about just not being in the know, the unknown. Okay, so let's tackle fear. Let's check that off. Because that is one of the reasons why we don't get to the next stage. Because we're so darn scared about the result. So let's be ingenuous. Let's be contagious. Let's work together. Let's challenge one another. And let's drop in the comments one thing that you're going to accomplish this week. So today is Saturday, okay? So we want to come back on Saturday and we want to talk about the testimonial things that we have done to break some of the curses of fear and what fear puts over our head. So I'm going to start off, okay? So I'm an entrepreneur and I've been in a drought a little bit, just a little bit. And it's not in a drought where I'm not making anything. It's in a drought where I'm doing so many things that I may not be putting all of my energy and urgencies in the right place. So I want to do a little bit of a restructure so I can put myself into formation of great business practices, okay? It's a fear for me to fail. So when I see a failure coming my way, I get in a space that I know I don't need to be in. That's that space I need to be in to jumpstart or pivot to the next place. So that's on my list of fear. I'm working on me and how I handle the breakdowns in my own communication when it comes to my businesses. That's my fear of not succeeding in my businesses. So in order for me to succeed, guess what? I got to do some restructuring. I need to get rid of some people that's on my team, and I need to rebuild to a part where I can not only schedule my level of success, but I can build my stairs to my level of success. So that's what I want us to do today. I want us to check off that thing we fear on our list, and we get it right, and we move on to the next thing. So the first topic on our list of 50 things to accomplish is the elimination of fear. And if you can't totally eliminate it, how are you going to work through it? So let's get it started. Who's going to be the first person to tap in and comment on what your fear is and what you're going to do this week to change it? So let's challenge one another, ladies. We are 50 and fearless, and this is the tribe. We are 50 and fearless, ladies. And this is the tribe that we have decided to be a part of, to jump into. So let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. Let's walk through it. Because if things have not been successful for you thus far, try something different. If your friends are not supporting you, find a new group of friends that will. And you're going to find that in the best of 50. You're going to find that in this community, 50 and fearless. So let's go. I'm looking forward to your statements, because next week when we talk about it, I want to bring some of you guys on so we can actually talk about some of these things and the steps that we're taking, because when we come together, we are able to do what? We are able to help somebody else. And that's what we're going to do. So honey, let's get it together, 50. We got this.